They go, because we have the shock to the face, and so we shock their face. We unsummon that Lurrus. We need to make them suffer for playing such an explosive deck, right? And we go in for 11 damage. So we won game number 2 as well with this deck. I have to say, there is some... Hey, hello everyone, welcome to today's video. What are we doing today? We're playing some Izzet spells, but before we get into the deck, please go hit the subscribe button if you have not already. We're trying to get to 1000 subs and I cannot do it without your help. I imported a deck like this over from Hub and I fixed the mana base a bit and I changed up a couple of cards and it looks like a very solid historic build, so let's give it a shot. So what does this deck want to do? Like it says in the name, it's an Izzet spells deck and you want to cast spells and you want to get extra bonuses of that. So what are the bonuses? Things like a Riddleform Sphinx becoming a 3/3 flying creature and an enchantment during your opponent's turn, so this can easily avoid removal spells. You have a Dreadhorde Arcanist. When this one attacks in, it can reuse one of the things in the graveyard. So let's say you opt on turn 1, play this on turn 2, then on turn 3 you can opt again. Or Shock or any other of these things right here. The Sprite Dragon gets a +1/+1 counter each time you cast a non-creature spell, which can get this thing really strong rather quickly. If you drop this down on turn 2 and on turn 3 you place a land and you play 3 spells, you pretty much have a 4/4 flyer in the sky. And then we have Stormwing Entity. This card is really good because when you cast an instant or sorcery, this card will cost 3 mana less to cast, so it will just become a 2 mana cost card. And it's just really good because it's a 3/3 flyer, it has prowess, it has scry too, so it's just good. It fixes the top of your deck, it gets stronger whenever you cast something, and you can really jank some opponents out rather quickly. I think this deck wants to win around turn 4 or 5, which may be a bit slow compared to some of the things like Goblin decks and such, which win on turn 3, but we do have shocks and such, so maybe we can keep them under control a bit and still win the game like that. So let's jump into some footage and see how well this deck performs against the metagame. Right, here we go. Our first opponent of the day is Aranda, and let's have a look at the hand. So this is a bit of a number when you have both of these, but I can always play this on turn 1 and then still get my Sprite Dragon online on turn 2. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little bit low on lands, but I think it's fine for the time being. So put this down. Mono red is less favorable. Is it mono red? No, it's a Gruul list. Alright, so I'm gonna play this as a red sauce, and I think if I play this, this is just going to get shocked off the board. So maybe for now we just need to play the control plan. Get rid of the Soul Scarmate so they cannot give that thing prowess and slow them down a bit. If we can get all their creatures off the board, maybe that's just much better, right? Yoshino Pyromancer, hoping for a land, perfect. So do I want more red sources? Let's see. Now let's play that as a blue for the time being. So I will play this now and I should shock this one off the board, I guess. Attack in, there's a high chance that this Sprite Dragon just gets killed now, but it's a risk worth taking. Hopefully, yeah, there we go, there we go. I suppose it's time to put the Bonecrusher Giant down now, just so I can try to block that Yoshino Pyromancer. Also, if they want to waste a, yeah, what was I going to say? If they want to waste something like a Lightning Strike or a Wizard's Lightning, then it's kind of in our favor as well. Kind of was hoping for some sort of removal here, but I don't really want to remove that one, so let's do this. And the Mood Sprint can be decent. I mean, but let's not. I will use the Crash Cruise instead. There is a blue sauce. I mean, let's bounce it. Go in, down to 13, and let's see if we can somehow catch up. I hope this doesn't... it gets removed. So annoying. But we can go and do this. Put this one down onto the battlefield. Sprite 2. I will keep the Crash Through here, and I will keep the opt on for doing their turn. If they want to shock this, I will opt and make it bigger. Okay, 2 to the face, and what else? Light up the stage. They do find the land. I hope they shock it in. Come on, shock in the land. Perfect. Another light up the stage. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. A mountain. Nah, I don't want more mountains, I think. Put this on here, there we go. The Dreadhorde Arcanist I don't really need right now, right? So let's do it like this. Can I win this turn? If I put this on here, I draw a card. No, I cannot win, so I'm gonna attack in like this and keep up the negate during their turn. Okay, that's 2 damage, and now we need to hope they don't have a double drop, but we seem to have one. So here we go, we cast this, our thing grows to a 4/4, and we win the game right there. Perfect, so we got that win, and let's move on to the next game. Alright, here we go against Ouroboros. I'm going to try to make my videos a bit shorter than I usually do, because I noticed the short videos seem to perform much better than the long ones, so I'm gonna keep this. Get to go first. We have a blue sauce here. And what are we up against? So, white mana and a selfless savior. Okay then. Should I bounce that? Probably not, so let's keep this. Go with the Sprite Dragon now. If this can untap next turn, then I can unsummon something and still put the Stormwing Entity down, which is quite nice. A Cost Spirit Dance, that's a good unsummon target. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna destroy that right away. So let's go ahead and unsummon the Selfless Savior. And then in response to that, we did that on the Cost Spirit Dance. So we got rid of both thanks to that. They could have gotten that thing back to the hand. And I think we got them in a very tight position now. So I think it's time for them to put the Lurrus into the hand. They do that. And I will opt. There we go. And the mountain. Let's move that away for now. I don't think I really need a mountain right now. Put the Stormwing Entity down. Sprite 2. A shock is very nice. I will put the Steam Vents away. And we go for 4 damage. So next time we probably win. Okay, there they go. Because we have the shock to the face, and so we shock their face. We unsummon that Lurrus. We need to make them suffer for playing such an explosive deck, right? And we go in for 11 damage. So we won game number 2 as well with this deck. I have to say, there is some very solid plays in this deck. So let's see if we can keep these wins going for the time being. Here we go, next opponent, opponent number 3. Let's see if we can win yet again. One goes first, let's have a look at the hand. The hand doesn't look particularly good. I need to mulligan this. This is okay. I guess I'll get rid of one Samut Sprint for the time being and keep the rest. Grim Lavamancer, alright then, so... I think I need to shock this now, just to get off the board. A Vyushino Pyromancer, and I'm gonna go for one of the Sphinx plays. I could remove this now, but I think doing it next turn is okay, I guess. Do the critics. Alright, so we even got a shock, that's quite decent, so put this onto the battlefield, yes, take that action. Shock that, Vyushino Pyromancer, sure, take that action. Maybe if they have a shock they might get rid of the other one instead. The good thing about... yeah, there we go. I knew they had something like that. So they are down to the last 2 cards. We still have quite a bit of firepower in our hand. The Lava Runner. We take 2 damage from that. And let's put this into play tapped. I'm gonna get rid of their creature. Take that action. And they scoop it, so we won game number 3 as well. Perfect, perfect. Let's see if we can win game number 4 as well. And I think the next game will just call the video then. Alright, here we go. Up against Aurora Retier. And let's see what we can pull off. Probably going to be the last video for today, since people seem to only watch the first 10 to 15 minutes. So I think it's better that way. I'm gonna keep this, and do I want to crash through on turn 1? I don't think so, right? So let's go ahead and play a mountain. What are we up against? A Loris deck. So if this is a enchantment deck, we do have the Bonecrusher Giant to get rid of a... what's the thing called again? The Core Spirit Dancer. And in case they don't play anything, then we are in a good spot. Speak of the heavens, okay, then that's not too threatening. So I will go with the Riddleform Sphinx first. Maybe they put something down and buff it, but it's fine. Pure Obsession and Allsight, so perfect. We have a really great 2-for-1 Bonecrusher Giant target now. Of course, they did get value off that, but well, what can you do, right? So let's do this now before they can give it protection. Take that action, yes please. And I'm gonna put this... do I though? No, let's put this onto play tapped. I was considering to crash through there, but it's not worth it, right? So there's a Core Spirit Dancer. And they attack in with the Allsight. Let's see. So I think the correct play here is the Bonecrusher Giant, but I feel we ran out of power now. I think this is a last game. I mean, I can try to crash through here, maybe we find something. Unsummon. That could help, I mean, if they somehow untap next turn, then... if they tap out next turn, we can just bounce the Spirit Dancer. All that glitters, okay. They attack in, no blocks. Now they do keep up the mana, but we have double bounce, right? So maybe we should just try to unsummon this. Try to unsummon it again. Perfect, it worked, it worked. Great, great, great. So in that case, we are back into the game. So down to 8, I will play this into as a mountain. It doesn't seem like they are running counter spells, at least I didn't see any yet. There we go, so let's put this into play as an island. Go with the Royal Scions. Yeah, take that action. And can I win the game here? I think I can. I will give this +2 and trample. This forces them to block this, otherwise they will lose the game. And this has first strike, which is really nice. Yeah, you're right, that's nice. I thought we were going to lose this game, so apparently not, apparently not. Let's play this to really crush the spirit. So yeah, we won that game as well. We won 4 games in a row, I believe. Yeah, we did. We won 4 games in a row, so I'm gonna call the video there since the majority of viewers seems to prefer shorter videos. If you like what I'm doing, if you like this channel, again, please hit that subscribe button, and because I'm a small channel, every single comment, like, and pretty much anything you do on this video does help out a lot, because the thing with the YouTube algorithm is, like, it's very hard to reach a large audience if you do not have comments or enough views or enough likes on your videos. So please leave a comment, please let me know what you think about this deck. I think it's very explosive. I was a bit skeptical at first when playing it, but it seemed that quite a bunch of viewers seem to like Izzet decks like this, and I'm pleasantly surprised. It's very strong. Of course, I only played a few games, so maybe if I play more I start losing, but so far it seems really good. Very solid, some very good plays against most decks. Like we played against Mono Red, we were able to remove the stuff, we were able to get rid of stuff in the blue-white enchant deck, and those are one of the main decks you're going to face. One of the other decks that you're going to see a lot are the Goblin decks, but I think this has a fair matchup against Goblin decks, because with stuff like Unsummon and the Brazen Borrower, what you can do, you can even just bounce a Muxus back to the hand and just try to outvalue them the turn after that. Like, you just take 1 turn of hits and hope they don't get a Krenko and buff and go wide like crazy, but it's nice, it's very nice. I had fun with this, I hope you did too, and see you all after the weekend, I guess, because tomorrow I will be participating in the, what's it called, the Mythic Qualifier. That's all for me for today. I hope you had fun, stay safe out there, and see you all next time with the next video.